I guess it's a good time for an update on the Ghia244 project. By the way, if you want to look up the hashtag Ghia244, Ghia244, it has a library. Everything that's connected to that, Facebook, YouTube, everything is under that hashtag, so you can look it up under that. So for now, I'm dealing with this. So I can't swing a hammer, can't do much sheet metal work. So now that's why now is a good time for an update. So at this point in time, I have all this stuff in here is done. It's gonna have to be repainted, but it is done. All my washers are made, my bolts and everything are the way I need them. They're gonna be polished to a complete shine, basically like gold. And eventually I'll just repaint all this, that copper color right there. So this down here at the bottom is going to be part of your interior stuff, so it'll be leather or carpet, some of it will be leather, whatever. I'm going to have a sheet metal engine cover area back here, so all that's got to be done later after the engine is in. But all the connections from the Acura TSX is done. Like all the sheet metal work's done, everything's filled in, like it's completely connected to the car now. I do have some vents I have to put in here to help mitigate getting rid of the heat and not allowing that to transfer into the car as much as possible. So I have these right here that are going to be ventilation. They're going to be stainless screen with a brass piece on top, copper rivets, copper bolts or whatever. The fenders have to be finished. I've got a paint guy coming over. It's going to help me out to do that because I suck at body work. So that's where I'm going to go with that route. There's got to be some more sheet metal work back here and everything to direct the heat. I'm going to use the radiator to help that. The air is going to come in through here up under the vents through the radiator and then out the back of the car. That's also going to have a venturi in it where it's going to pull the heat out of the engine bay at the same time. So I'm going to double up on that heat removal. The fresh air that's going to come into the side is going to come through here in this duct, and it's going to come in and into the engine bay. So that's going to help push some of that hot air out. Still going to need the radiator and everything to help pull some out while I'm sitting at a stoplight, but going down the road it's going to be pretty good. So everything's pretty much done. Like I said, all the sheet metal work, everything's connected, the car is connected. Everything from here on out is going to be bolted in or riveted in or screwed in place or whatever. So the only thing I have even back here is going to be all riveted or bolted in, the sheet metal pieces, shrouds for the radiator, all that stuff. So I found me a new gasket material. It's going to work really good. Updated gasket material to keep the metal to metal contact from the trunk lid to the back of the car on the body. So I got to put that in. I'm working on right now. I'm working on these side panels right here. These side panels. The quick rivets or whatever that go in there, the quick release pop rivets or whatever that go in there. I'm trying to get all that done. I've got a few. I got to take it back out, got to drill some holes, get the rest of them in. That has a gasket on it, so to keep water from coming from the outside to inside. Not that it'll probably ever get in there, but if it does, you know, I won't have to worry about getting inside the car. I do have a drain in there for that if it does get in there on top of that. So there's a lot of water mitigation here, a lot of making sure there's not going to be anything going into the cab, make it uncomfortable driving. This is going to be a cruising car, basically a touring car. So the whole purpose of this is to be able to drive it nicely. Got a floor pan piece I got to put in here. It's going to have the gas pedal, brakes, all that stuff on there coming from the Acura. That is this piece right here on the floor. I got to clean it all up and then fit it inside here. And once I get that fitted in, most of this stuff is coming out. So the front's going to open up. I can add the roll cage, complete the roll cage work, and do all that later. But right now with my arm the way it is, I'm trying to get some sheet metal in where I can, it's already pre-bent, and hopefully that'll allow me to make the pieces to support the seats. The seat belt used to be here on the original car. Because it's not, and it's on the seat now, I have to make sure this is really strong, because all they had was a seat mounted here back in the day, and that's all they cared about, because the seat belt was secure to the car itself, wasn't to the seat like newer modern cars. So this is going to be the mounting points, or this is the mounting points for the seats. And basically I'm going to have structural sheet metal in here to stiffen all that up, strengthen it all up, and it's going to be welded to these pieces here. So that's pretty much where I'm at now. The shifter is going to be hidden in the center console. Let me take you around here to show that. I'm going to build a shifter and linkage and everything that goes right here for the driver. Linkage is going to go back, and then the original shifter out of the Acura is going to be hidden under the armrest. So this is going to be cut out some, and it's going to be basically hidden inside there. Not all the way, partially, because I need that tunnel to allow for routing of hoses and stuff like that for AC and electrical and all that stuff going to the front of the car. So that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm going to handle everything. And I've had some trouble with this paint. That's actually aggravating, because I really like this hammered paint, but for some reason it's not working with the primer. I think the primer is causing a problem. I can spray it directly on metal, it works great. Spray it on a primer and it just doesn't want to be a hammered effect. So I'm just going to go with a solid bronze color, kind of like it did here anyway. So once I get all this stuff done, and to the point before I start putting interior in it, I'll tape everything off, repaint the whole roll cage, be done with it. So that's where I'm at this point in time. So doing what I can do to get it going and get another step further. I appreciate your support, appreciate you watching the video, and just stay posted. Turn the notifications on, because I don't make videos every now and then. This is more of a vlog, a video vlog for the build. So that's basically what I'm doing with the channel right now, is just make it into a vlog. So thanks for your patience. I appreciate you watching again. You have a good one. See you next time.